Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. You need to listen to this. My name is Richard and this is about the latest scam that's on the internet. If you are buying or selling vehicles privately, then you need to be aware of this. Okay, so now I've got your attention. There is a lovely little scam that's going off. It looks absolutely brilliant and it's low cost from how much money you lose. But if you think about it in the scale of number of vehicles being sold and purchased second hand on things like Marketplace, then these low cost numbers that you're going to lose money on means thousands to the person that's operating it. So I'm sure that a lot of us have used things like Car Vertical and other kinds of systems just like that in the past. Well, there is a new one that's out called VehicleTestUK.co.uk. That's the domain name. Yeah? Or the URL. The domain name or the URL. And I'm going to show you this from my office in this video of how I know it's a scam. You need to be very, very careful. So do wait and come to that point. Yes? I want you to recognize how I identify it as a scam. So we'll talk about that when I'm back in the office. So what happened is I've put my motorcycle, my 400X on Facebook Marketplace for sale. That's another video. That is another video. And within an hour or so, a gentleman, of which I'm going to put screenshots of the conversation, got in touch with me. And long story short, he asked me if I would do a vehicle check to confirm that my vehicle had not been involved in an accident and that there was no finance on the vehicle. They confirmed the number of owners, the mileage, the history of the vehicle. Normally what happens is, if you're the buyer, the potential buyer, you will go to Car Vertical and spend £20 or whatever it is to get the report on the vehicle that you are thinking about purchasing. But what this guy wanted me to do was go to a specific site to run the report and then send him the report. And I said in the conversation, of which I'm going to put up, I said, this is a bit strange. I said, I could easily get the report from, let's say, Car Vertical. I can then doctor or change the content of such report that comes in a PDF, and that's easy enough. That is easy enough. Yes, I work in the IT industry, and doctoring PDFs files is easy. It really is easy. However, I don't do that. I'm just telling you, it's easy. And I could then provide that PDF file to the new potential owner with doctored information. So instead of saying it got 3 owners, I could say I'm the first owner. Or instead of it saying it's got 10,000 miles, I could say it's got 5,000 miles, etc., etc. And he said, yes, he says, but his mechanic has said to him that to get the seller to go to this site and la la la. and run the report. So what the scam is someone gets in touch with you when you're selling your bike or your car or whatever vehicle it is, and they are saying that they want you to run a report which costs £30. So then you think, oh, okay, he's an interested buyer. You then go and spend £30 on such report, and then send him or her the report, to which they then come back and say, oh, I'm not bothered, thanks very much, and walk away. That means that you've sent that person £30 for running that report. And the data that comes in the report, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, is available. It's not a detailed report at all. It's available through the various websites that are currently available and open to everybody. So it's not a detailed report. So what they're doing is they get in touch with you. They say, will you run this report? I then run this report and pay £30. I send the report back to him or her, and sure enough, the £30 is passed over to their account, etc., etc. From a buyer's perspective, I suspect, so that's from a seller's perspective. From a buyer's perspective, I suspect what they will do is they will put motorcycles and cars on Facebook or eBay or whatever it is, and you will get in touch with them because the price of the vehicle is good value, but not too much good value. It's not too good to be untrue. Yeah. So in the case of this 400X, you know, let's say it's worth £4,500. They're not going to advertise it for £2,500. So they'll put it for something like £4,200 to generate good interest. Yeah. Oops, a bit early. I'm indicating a bit early. So they will advertise a number of vehicles. There's oil all over the road here. Wow. Careful of the oil, guys. And then they will advertise it, and you as a potential buyer will see this advert and get in touch, and then they will encourage you to run a report, and then they will suggest that their mechanics use vehicletestuk.co.uk, and they will recommend that, and maybe through a bit of naivety you will run that report and pay £30. And then when you go back to them and say, I've seen the report and I'm happy to come and have a look and buy the car or motorbike, they'll probably come back and say, oh, I am sorry, it's just been sold. And then they'll say, however, we've got another one here if you want to run another report. Yes? So now I work in IT. I've done loads of security stuff, and I can see this. Now I can use various websites to find out who owns particular domain names, and these websites are open. It's not secure. You don't need a login, so you can do this as well. You can do this as well. Let's slow down. It's 30. Oh. So what we're going to do is go over to the office right now and have a look. Let's pop over to the office. Hello everyone, welcome to the office. Right, what we're going to do is two things. Go through the conversation that was on Messenger from Marketplace, and then you can look through the conversation. I'll run that through very quickly. And then what we're going to do is look at something called Nominet, which is the controlling authority on domain names such as bbc.co.uk or ebay.com and things like that. And in this case, we're looking at vehicletestuk.co.uk, and we can see or not see what's happening with this domain name and where it's come from. We're then going to have a look at the website and a quick look at the kind of report that the website generates once you've paid your £30. Okay, let's go for that. Okay, let's go through the conversation first. You can always stop and pause the video to read it. So here's the first page, second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page. This is where it actually shows vehicletestuk.co.uk. Sixth page, and the final page where I said it doesn't look positive, I think we should leave it at that, and he came back, no problems, thanks, and I put a thumbs up. This is the guy that sent the message, Marius Palmer. Family, my wife, above all God. Works at BP. I'm assuming that's British Petroleum. I very much doubt this is a real thing. It's probably a different guy. These photographs will be taken from some other innocent guy. However, there you go. Right, let's have a look at this domain name. So that's the name of the domain. What it does is, using Nominet, the controller for all the domain names across the globe, someone has registered this domain name. And if we go further down, you can see that it expires in about 1 year's time. But it was registered and created on March the 12th. The time was 8:27 at night, 20 hours, 27 minutes. And it was last updated at a few hours, at the same time, sorry. It was last updated then. It expires in a year. Right, the registrar name is a place called Namecheap. I now go up to the other tab, and this is Namecheap. You can buy domain names from here, yeah, and someone using Namecheap has registered vehicletestuk.co.uk. I can search for that as if I was going to buy it, but it also brings up this report here. Let's have a look. It's already taken. I can make an offer, and this is normal. This is normal. I can make an offer to buy that domain name and whatever, but we're not interested in that. If we look down here, you can see that it was organised through Namecheap, etc., etc. You can see the name servers from a DNS perspective, but I'll not go into that. Registrant, that's the person who put the details when they ordered that domain name. So in my case it would be Richard, yes? If I'd ordered this, I haven't ordered this obviously. But the details here have been redacted. So all the details of who registered that domain name are not available. There's various other notices under here. You can go and see it yourself, yeah? In fact, I might even put this link in the description, so you can go and have a look yourself. Let me just see if it copies over. Just bear with me.
Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it does. So what I'll do is I'll put that domain name in there. So we don't need them anymore. So when you go to that domain name, vehicletestuk.co.uk, you see a very professional website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick in a DR, just a registration, SAS, obtain report, proceed to payment. Oh, there we are. So I can get on DR12 SAS, I have to put my name and number, yeah, in there, and it costs me, in this case, it's £25. It was £30 earlier on, but it was £30. In this case, it's £25. It is using HTTPS. But here are the details. You put your name and address in and all that good stuff. Yeah, and then you proceed to the payment and pay your £25. Yeah, here is an example of the report. Now, this is not my registration. It's just an example from the website. And everything in here you can get from the DVLA for free. Or just about. Yeah. All this rental taxi, they will stick this in by default in their report generator. Yeah. It's all probably unadulterated rubbish. Yeah. And you're paying £25 or £30 for this particular report. It's a great little scam. Yes, it's a great little scam. I mean, the tax expires in 382 days left. Yeah, why would you put 382 days left? Yeah, you don't get over a year's worth of tax. Yeah, so, you know, it's just ridiculous. There's some language in this website that's a bit strange. So that's another thing that got me thinking. So I'm just saying to you, feel free to look around this in your own time. I am 99% sure this is a con.
Back to the motorbike. Did you find this informative? Put your comments below. Just be aware. My God, the roads are so slippy. Wow. Did you find this informative? Just be aware if you're thinking about buying or selling a motor vehicle. Yes? Be it that a motorbike, motor car, be that be it a motorhome or anything, yes? This is the latest scam. And it's a great scam actually, because for £30 you're not going to worry about it too much. Yep. But £1,030 based over everyone selling or buying vehicles is £30,000 tax free. I hope you found it useful. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you experienced this? You know, it's a nice little scam. Here in Staffordshire, on my way to Triumph, Staffordshire, on my Triumph Scrambler 400X. Beautiful bike. If you're thinking about buying one, go for a test ride. Absolutely wonderful. Oh, by the way, if you've got this far, I'm using the Carpia ride, which was bolted to this bike. But I suggest you buy the Auchi. The Carpia ride is something like £230, but the Auchi, which is in my description, is about £135. And the Auchi comes with The Aiuchi comes with cameras front and rear and tyre pressure monitoring systems. Bloody hell. God, there's grease all over. I don't know what's happened to the roads. I can feel the bike slipping. Let's get over here. My goodness. Wow, it's like black ice. The front's going, the back's going. There's oil all over. I don't know what's happened. Or maybe it's my tyres. Don't know. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please do remember to subscribe. Please give it a like if it meant something to you. Don't forget to ride safely and be kind to everyone and eat healthily. Yeah. Don't eat after 7 p.m. Nothing. Just drinks. It's hard, but just don't eat after 7 o'clock at night. Let your pancreas go to sleep, and then you won't end up diabetic like I am. Yeah? I find it very hard after 7 p.m. to not eat. I do miss my muffins and apple turnovers and bowls of cornflakes and things like that. I really do miss it. Or Chinese takeaway at 10:30 at night. I really do miss it, but try it, yeah. Nothing after 7 p.m. Alright, bring it to an end. See you soon, and be good.